how did you learn or become aware of the mistakes or patterns that you're repeating in relationships?
I think you notice it, especially like you said, like you ask other people, whether you asking a therapist or people around you, family members, if you're still having them same conversations
Over and over.
over and over again,
Girl, you okay?
right?
Okay.
So right there it tells you like, all right, then it may be me.
Yes.
Right? I am the gap.
That part.
I am the problem. So I think like thinking about it, like because some situations feel familiar, right? It feels good. It feels familiar. So I'm gonna keep it going. But I do think that you learn it, but you have to sit back and actually reflect on yourself, right? It comes from you first. Like, yes, I could ask my good girlfriends. I could sit down with my brothers, or if there was a therapist, or just like looking at things on social media, like if that pattern keeps happening, now I got to sit back and say, it may be me.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
the people I'm dating or the relationships I want to be in. You gotta take it comes with you first.
Yeah.
I feel like, and that may be like the biggest thing too. Like reflection, write it down.
Yes.
Right, write it down. The pros and the cons.
Yes.
Like, that's like a real
Yeah.
thing. Like we tell it as an educator, we tell our kids to write things down. Right, I need to write down as an adult because I'm doing something wrong if it's
Yeah.
not working out.
Yeah. No, I love that. What do you think, Bree?
I agree. I honestly, after my last situation, I really had to sit down with myself. Like, what am I not doing?
Yeah.
To bring in the person that I want to attract, and I'm like, because I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm checking off everything on the list, being transparent, showing up the way I'm supposed to show up,
Yeah.
but then I still feel alone.
Yeah.
So it's like,
What's the point?
yeah. So it's,
yeah.
that was one thing that I really had to sit with and recognize about myself. Like, you just doing too much. Like,
Yeah.
you're giving too much of yourself, and people get comfortable with it, and they get used to it, and think that that's how you always gonna show up.
Yeah.
Even when your cup is empty, they still
Yeah.
expect for you to
Yeah.
be able to pour into theirs.
Yes.
So it's like, I had to really draw back on myself and pour what I was giving to people,
Yeah.
put that into me.
I literally have become over time a very reciprocal person, right? And I remember explaining this to my boyfriend when we met, like, because he is like such a giver. Like, he will just give to everybody and eventually get burnt out. And I had to explain to him, I'm like, I'm very reciprocal. Like, I wouldn't consider myself a generous person. Right. And he was like, damn, like, he just thought that was crazy for me to say. And I'm like, no, because I just realized that, like, me just being, like, overly generous and just giving, it would build up resentment, right? And now I have resentment towards people for not giving me back what I've given to them when they never asked me to give that to them in the first place.
Exactly. That's one thing I struggle with. Yeah.
I think we all are the same.
Yeah.
So, like, I know for a fact that, like, Breezy would give, and a couple of the people in our circle, we give so much, and then we're, like, thinking back, like, well, why do I keep doing this and not receive it? And that was the thing. Like, I had to take that, like, I'm pouring into me now because I gave
so
to all
to
these men,
people.
whether it was, like, love, affection, like just time and patience, but no one's giving you back that in return.
Right.
So I definitely think, like, it's not a bad trait to have.
No, it's not.
But you're going to get burnt out. Like
it's a gift and a curse.
It
It's
is.
a gift and a curse.
Because too much of anything is a bad thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you are giving, not making sure you're refilled, that can become a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Because now you could be like, you could become spiteful. Like, you could just
you're not
become
operating from your true self anymore.
Exactly, right? It's not like I had to teach myself to, like, if I in my heart didn't want to give something, to not give it. You know what I'm saying?
Amanda says that in that podcast. She says, like, pouring into yourself is to get my nails done.
Yeah.
Right. The simple things.
Simple things, right?
Yeah.
Now, no. That is not, for me, it's simple. Like, I feel like getting your nails done is a chore.
Yeah.
So, like, I listened to the podcast because I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Like, we're like, oh, take time for yourself, do what you love. But, like, is getting my nails done taking time for myself? No.
Yeah.
I just need my nails done because it's a thing.
It's a thing that has to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Just like we have to wash our hair. We have to do those
you have
things.
to do those things.
Or make an appointment for a weather wax spot, all those things. But, like, what really genuinely makes you happy needs to come from yourself, and it needs to come from outside with that partner.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like, I can do whatever. I can spend the money that I want to spend on things that I like, but, like, do I feel happy enough with a significant other to do those things with?
Yeah.